That's nice.
You know, and he is that kind of a guy. He really is, you know.
You know, we used to do I guess we have to call it more of a religious show when we did the Truck It to Heaven, even though we didn't take it as seriously as possibly the people who were running it.
Well, and the funny thing is that every Friday we try to do something with a religious theme to it. Now, you know, either it deals with ethics or morality or, you know, good and bad. And we do discuss the various religions.
Yeah, it's definitely not a...
We're a non-sectarian. We don't, you know, we don't have favorites. We readily admit that with the exception of Catholicism, and by that I mean Protestant and you know, Catholic, Judaism, with a smidgen of Islam thrown in there, we really don't know much about the others, is what I'm saying.
But we'll talk about it. We've had callers from India who are Hindus call us up, and
the hardest part about that was trying to understand them.
Yeah, and he kept telling us, "What's your phone number? We don't give returns." I said, "No, wrong show." Anyway, that's what I want to say, and
I think that was when we got China that time, and we thought we wanted him to deliver. Said he doesn't go that far, you know.
Yeah, we get listeners from all over the world, Philippines, Brazil, a lot of strange places. Not strange places.
I'll show you how the show runs, Felix. You know, New Year's Eve, generally, the wife and I get together with a friend and her husband. She, unfortunately, is wheelchair bound. She has MS. And, you know, what can I say? You just say MS and you already know. And usually we get a couple of lobsters, you know, 4 lobsters, and we cook them up and steam them up, and that's what we have. And this year I wanted something different, so I, you know, told him I was going to have Chinese food.
And he called China and he ordered some Chinese food.
Well, but the thing is, they looked at me rather strange, and I said, you forget that according to Moses, the 11th commandment tells Jewish people, thou shalt eat Chinese food as much as possible.
Well, you know, Google did a study, and they said on Christmas Day, the Jewish community orders the most Chinese food of anybody.
And more than once I've actually seen this, an ad, a full-page ad in a local newspaper, where a Chinese restaurant will say something to the effect of, on Christmas Day we thank not in so many words, we thank our lucky stars for our Jewish patronage, because
we just thank our Jewish customers for being.
But the reason that I really brought this up is to show that this is the kind of religion that we banter around on Friday. We can get serious, but it's usually not.
But the reason why there are so many people ordering Chinese, so many Jews ordering Chinese food, is because that's basically the only restaurant they will deliver on Christmas. And if you're a Jewish family that doesn't celebrate Christmas, which a lot of families do, then
well, what's the matter? It's the Sabbath. They can't go out and drive. I always go pick up my food.
Nah, I like the delivery.
You're lazy.
But anyway, I was going back to the old show, and we did Truck It to Heaven, and I remember when I was leaving the show, the bishop was very upset. He says, "You're abandoning your flock." And the flock were my listeners.
Yes,
and but I don't think there were any religious people listening to me in that show at all.
Well, I don't think there were any listening to him either, but you
know.
He
has quite a few listeners. But no, the thing is, we really, as the show Truck to Heaven, we did almost no religion at all.
That's true. But you see, now that he's behind bars, he has a whole new flock to preach to.
Yeah. Yep.
And they have no place to go.
Yeah, that's right. He's got a captive audience.
Literally, a captive audience.
Exactly. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tolerating us. I hope you enjoy the show. We will be back on Friday as the rebellious
Rev in the dock.
And the show will be...
I forgot. I entered it today and I don't remember.
The show will be, I forgot. I'm too old to remember.
That's right. That's another thing that happens with retirement. You forget a lot. You know, I put things away and I forget where I put them. So...
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for listening. Have a good night.
And we hope you get some sleep, because I know, speaking for myself, I probably won't.
Well, stop drinking all that coffee.
All right, Felix.
All right, you know I'm not going to stop saying
No,
that.
I know. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for listening again.